Hi. I just thought I'd add this about my little short that I did earlier about coping mechanisms on how I dealt with the grief of losing my parents. Um, I lost them about 8, 9 months apart, and I think like I couldn't cope with my dad's grief because I had to stay strong for my mom. So once my mom passed on, like 9 months later after my dad did, I kind of could not handle the grief. Like I couldn't cope with it. I was angry, I was pissed off, and I had to cut a few people out of my life. Now I've learned the only way that I can actually be able to cope through my grieving process, even though it's been 5.5 to 6, almost 7 years apart, I've learned that I've have my cats to keep me company, to help me through holidays that are tough. I do a lot of knitting. I do a lot of beaded bracelets. I craft. Or I will take like a day trip on something fun to do, like going to an Indian casino or going to a museum or something. But the only time that like it's ever really hard to cope with grief is during major holidays. Like, does anybody have tricks on how to deal with major holidays? Because my mom, she loved Christmas. And with my job as a caregiver, of course, like I have to be happy or at least upbeat, not like happy, happy, but upbeat in order to deal with being out in the public eye with being a caregiver. So usually, like, I'll work. So, what are your guys' coping mechanisms to handle your grief? Do you craft? Do you go be with other people? How do you cope with your grief?